Hello, my friends. Hello, fam. How are you? I hope you're well. A very popular question is what's going on with your person? Do you have a runner on your hands? Otherwise known as an avoidant attachment style, right? So we're going to see what Spirit says to do about that, if anything. Generally, when someone has an avoidant attachment style, you have to let them go because they need to miss you. If you're always there, then they can't miss you, right? So, we're going to start with the Star Tarot, clarify with the wizards, yeah, and get some tea leaves. I'm starting to really love the tea leaves just for, their confirmation. Sometimes I say they could be a separate message, but mostly they are absolutely confirmation of everything I say, which is awesome. I don't pretend to know everything. I don't pretend to always get it right, fam, but I do my best. So, let's see. Let's see what's going on. Judgment. Interesting. Yeah, I know that it's hard to understand why people behave the way they do. And all you have to remember is that everyone is dealing with their own trauma. And many times you know nothing about it, right? I'm not a person that runs from things, usually. But not everyone is like me. So I have to, accept that. And I'm not a patient person either. At least I don't feel patient. I don't know. It's hard to tell how, the way you see yourself isn't always the way you are or how other people see you. Again, it's colored by past trauma and experience. Prince of Swords. Yeah. Somebody's thinking, man, be brave, be bold, say what you need to say. That song maybe resonates. Say what you need to say. So I did a reading yesterday. It was an Is This You reading, which is kind of like a personal reading for someone or a small group of people within this collective, within the fam. And it went pretty well. So I'm just going to use the same tactics I used for that, and we'll see how it goes. Let's see. 7 of Pentacles. Waiting, waiting, waiting. Because you put in effort, right? You put in energy into this, the beginning of this, and you thought it was going to be a good relationship. So, we can't control necessarily who we fall in love with, right? And many times these runners are beautiful people, yeah? And we want to help them let them know it's okay to be their beautiful person. And just sometimes they just are afraid of showing that. They've been burned a lot. Okay. If you have a runner, guaranteed there's a complex reason. It's not just, grow a pair and call me. That's not the problem. Yeah. Queen of Swords. Yeah. Queen of Swords. Maybe that's your mindset right now. that you don't take excuses. But you have to remember, you're probably farther along in your journey, your spiritual journey and your journey of understanding than your person. So, as much as we don't like to admit it, there are good reasons why their psyche is forcing them to go underground. Okay. Can I get some cards for the fam, Spirit? Thank you. The World. Pretty. Thank you. The Tower. Yeah, that's a common one. Another, please. Thank you. Knight of Swords. Yeah, come talk to me already. That's what I would say. I understand, fam. I do. Okay. Because you look at yourself and you say, I'm not a difficult person, am I? I did everything I was supposed to do, and they didn't reciprocate the way they were supposed to do. They're not following the rules, right? You got to remember, adjusted people are the ones that follow the rules. Yeah. And Five of Swords. Queen of Pentacles here, and the Three of Pentacles. Interesting. Yeah, it feels like, you know, you saw everything that could have happened. You know, you saw all of the beautiful things, all of the amazing things about your relationship that was about to happen. And you thought maybe they saw it too. But then something happened. Usually it's fear. Deeply ingrained fear, childhood trauma, past life trauma, even this life trauma of bad relationships. And maybe the bad relationships were all their fault. You don't know. The point is that, you know, you want them to be healed from that before they come towards you, right? And if you're meant to be with this person, then universe is going to throw them towers. When you don't learn your lesson, right? When you don't do your shadow work, and when you just ignore the changes in your life, and it produces no correction of your path, you know, your spirit guides and you know, they throw towers in your way. And it's all just trying to, you know, get you back on the damn path. I think that we have a habit, and it's an understandable one, of, you know, trying to assess other people's struggles with our own experience. And that just doesn't, it's not a good way to do things. Maybe you were a tower for them. Maybe they felt feelings that they aren't used to feeling. Especially if you were soulmates or twin flames, to use the term lightly. They're twin flames, and even soulmates are there to trigger each other, you know? And when you get triggered, you get upset. You may get angry, you may get pissed off, but that's good, because that kind of energy, you know, brings clarity unless you ignore it. Some people, they just can't, function when they get you know, when they've had so many towers, right? And they just never do the work. They never want to look at that emotional stuff. It's not pleasant when you have to look at yourself and find out how it is that you can improve. I mean, most people don't even think about doing things differently. They're in a set pattern, and nothing really changes them, right? Because they're not aware that these towers are happening to get them to improve their approaches, yeah? And then they get stuck in this cycle of always just getting smacked down. And after a while, you know, that creates, you know, a trauma response. Let's see. But I think the towers are what will cause them to eventually break out of this cycle. Yeah? Eventually people get fed up. They get fed up. And then they're just like, you know, I need to find a new way of thinking. The Knight of Swords, it's a new way of thinking, a new philosophy. The Knight of Swords is all air, right? Because the Knights have an aspect of air. All of them. And this is an aspect of air in an air sign. So there's a lot of thinking. I mean, the towers are meant to trigger this Knight of Swords. They stab themselves, right? With their own swords. Let's get a few more. Let's see. 10 of Swords at the cut. Yeah. This is being absolutely fed up and waiting for a change. You know, ready for a change. Now, whether they can prolong that through the new cycle, through the Ace of Swords, you know, time will tell. But, strength. Seems to me this is, you know, you have to wait until they're ready for this kind of a reciprocal relationship. The Strength card is two opposite beings trusting each other, right? Leading each other. It could also be duality. One side is and the two sides are trying to create a balance here so that they can trust and lead. Yeah. Okay, a couple more, Spirit, for the fam who is absolutely not chasing, right? 5 of Pentacles. Yeah, they have to be out in the cold. They have to experience this loneliness and because it's a tower for them. Yeah, that's the way they wake up. Another, please. Thank you. 9 of Pentacles. Yeah, it seems to me that you are the 9 of Pentacles. You are their tower. And, you know, missing you is what will cause them to finally say something. Maybe. Some of them never do, right? And that's why you have to divest yourself from the end result, which is super difficult. Ace of Cups on the bottom of that half of the deck, though. You know, maybe there is a lot of love. One more, please. Oh, 2 Seriously? Okay. Two of Cups. And over here, all the way over here, is the Three of Swords. This is what, and on this half of the deck, on the bottom, we have the Star. Hope, right? So, when you have a runner, in order, the thing that is their tower is being alone, being without you, being missing you. And that's why we say, when they stop talking, you stop talking, right? When they ghost you, you ghost them right back. If you don't, they don't get a chance to miss you. Give them a chance to miss you. And, you know, when you're dealing with a person that has experienced so much pain, and you want them to feel safe and to see that you are a safe person for them to talk to and be with, then you don't want to be bossy. You need to let them do what they need to do. And that's very difficult. It takes a very mature and grounded person to deal with a runner, a person with an avoidant attachment style. Because the only thing that fixes an avoidant attachment style is a relationship, a good, healthy, ideal relationship. And not all of us are equipped to give these people an ideal relationship. Or maybe we're not equipped yet, right? I think that for some of you, you know, you are at this point the one that got away, right? The one that got away. And you have to be, for them, the one that got away. And that's what this is. You know, they were out in the cold. They had a possible Nine of Pentacles, you know, mini Empress and a soulmate, and they screwed it up, right? Nobody can beat them up more than they can beat themselves up. And they don't think in a positive way. They think in a toxic way, in a habitually toxic way, which is you were too good for them. Or you were too intense for them, you know? They'd never seen anyone like you. Don't make any sudden moves, I'm hearing. And if it has been a long time, they probably don't know how to reach back out. I mean, you know, I can put myself in their shoes by saying, oh man, I haven't talked to this person willingly in a year. What would I say? How would I open the conversation back up? What if they're mad at me? What if they smack me with their sword, right? I've already been hurt so many times. What if this is just another one of those times that I fucked up and can't fix it, right? Poor runners. Poor runners. But I do have some insight. I was thinking about observer theory. Observer theory is a part of theoretical physics that states that on a subatomic level, that when you witness, the act of witnessing something changes it. So that's always something to bring up in an experiment, at least in theoretical physics. So don't look. Don't look, right? Don't spy. Don't talk to them. Don't try to figure out what's going on. Just let them be. Pull back all of your energy, because the act of witnessing a thing changes a thing. If you are soulmates, they will feel you pull back, even if they don't know it. Yeah? And that's a trigger. That's a tower. Their higher self will know. Yeah? What's behind the star? Nine of Wands. A fence. Ace of Cups again. Well, I'd say the Ace of Cups really wants to come out. And that means to me that you really, really want to give them a cup, right? You want to say, I know you're sad. Here, you know, here's all the love I have for you. Don't be sad. But if you do that, they're just going to run again. I mean, we enter into relationships, even if they're twin flames or soulmates, or even a really great karmic situation, we enter into a relationship, but we're still, that makes us an item, right? But we're still two different, distinct people. But it looks like that whoever this person is, they're starting to miss you, however long it's been. And they'll argue with themselves about whether or not, you know, arguing. Wounded warrior. They're arguing with themselves, you know, about whether or not they deserve you, whether or not they can get you back, whether or not they've already screwed everything up so badly that they can't fix it. And that's a great fear. Interesting. But see how this, the way I have this layout, now I don't really have a specific assignment for all of these placements here, but looking at the connection of the cards, this Five of Pentacles is touching the World and the Tower, okay? So they're being read together, right? So them being alone without you is the Tower that makes them see you and what they missed out. Mini Empress energy, yeah? And that's what causes movement and some kind of a union. Busts them out of this Five of Swords and ends the separation phase, ends this pain, and brings healing. The Star. All right, let's get some clarification. All right, fam, I'm going to move this over here off screen. I can still see it, though. I've got the Wizard's deck for this. I love this deck. I don't know why I picked it up. Well, Six of Cups on the bottom. Twin flame, soulmates, old loves, also security and shelter and joy like a child, and love with no boundaries, right? Seven of Cups, knowing which person is yours, finally knowing. Two of Wands, planning stages. That's another thing too. I think a lot of times coming up with plans, right? Being absolutely sure and absolutely ready. I saw a reading the other day that said the unsent letter. That's what I think it said. A lot of times people, runners, will rehearse in their head over and over and over again, making plans about how to come forward, trying to figure out what way guarantees their success so they can avoid pain and this, right? And they get kind of manic about it. And that sometimes takes a long time. I see a red notebook, if that resonates with somebody. Maybe you're a runner. I don't know. I don't know who's here. Ay. Cards were like, I don't think we need to be shuffled. We're shuffling anyway. So fam, everything you need to know is in the description box below. If you'd like to shoot me a tip or anything, there's my PayPal and Venmo. There's a Amazon wish list. There's affiliate links to the decks I use. Email address if you'd like a personal reading. Everything's down there. Also my Facebook page, and where I always post videos that have just uploaded. Tech support had a conversation apparently, or a something with my internet company. So the internet upload speed has improved. But he says we're still losing packets. We're hemorrhaging packets, he says. He's a Scorpio. Very dramatic. So, okay. Why the world, Spirit? Give me Six of Swords. Moving forward. Let's see. Why? Why the world? Give me another. Oh, just one. Okay, Three of Pentacles. That's the one that popped out. Well, I mean, I think they want to move towards you. Their thoughts move towards you. You're in their thoughts. You are, you know, what they would like to move on to. But the Six of Swords still carries a lot of swords. And it's close to the Seven of Swords, which is being sneaky. Yeah? So they just haven't. They've still got too many harmful thoughts, right? Almost blocking stepping through into, you know, a new cycle with you. But they see how well you can work together. You know, how together you can build something bigger than just, you know, you and them as separate entities. Ace of Pentacles on the bottom. New physical relationship, right? A new physical possibility. If you believe that, you know, your higher selves are already together on the other side, then this is bringing that spiritual relationship into reality in this 3D world. Let's see. The Tower and the Fool. New beginning. New beginning. But remember, the Fool doesn't know what's going to happen. They have to trust that everything will be okay. You know, this person in this Fool card they're still carrying baggage. Yeah. And they're still, you know, on the top of the cliff. Who knows how long it will take them to, you know, take that leap. Makes me think of cliff diving. When I was younger, I used to enjoy cliff diving. And you know, even when you are confident in your skill and you know the area and you know what's beneath the surface, it still takes a little bit of a, you know, you got to have a spark to actually make that dive. Yeah? Okay. Why the Tower, Spirit? Why is the Tower here? Thank you. Four of Pentacles. Yeah, came out reversed, but I'm going to flip it. Four of Pentacles is a lack mindset, right? Coming into this Tower, they don't believe that they can have you. They don't believe that your relationship will be any different than the others, right? But they had the hope that was on the star here, yeah? They have this hope. But it's kind of a foil hat man is what I sometimes call the Four of Pentacles. If you know the traditional art on the Four of Pentacles, it's someone holding a foot on each pentacle, holding one tightly to their chest and one on top of their head. And when they're too absorbed in physical things and obsessing about physical things, you know, the inspiration can't get in there. They can't get through that foil hat, you know, and that's why Spirit has to come in with a Tower and knock that freaking pentacle off their head, right? Another for the Tower, please. Can I have another for the Tower? Another, please. Thank you. Four of Wands. Yeah, because this is for, what do they say? For all the beans, for all the matchsticks. I get a poker reference, right? They know that if they screw this up, they've screwed up a really good thing. And they don't think they can live with the pain of that. So they're staying locked up behind this door. You know, and it'll take a Tower, you know, a disaster, another one, because I guarantee you, if you have a runner, they've had Tower after Tower after Tower after Tower after Tower. Their higher self and their spirit guides trying to bust them out of this vicious, toxic cycle. Yeah? And being this Four of Wands touching this Nine of Pentacles, they're seeing you as this, the mini Empress. Beautiful, in your garden. Wild birds and wild creatures flocking to you like Snow White, right? I've got the Sleeping Beauty waltz in my brain. Da, 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 da. Tchaikovsky, Sleeping Beauty waltz. I think it's Tchaikovsky. Poe, could you go away? I used to play it on the piano back before I had kids who wouldn't let me play the piano. Let's see. Yeah. And they know this. They know that their fear is leaving them out in the cold and stopping them from manifesting this in the 3D. On some level, they know it. Fear. They say fear is a great motivator, but really it does the opposite of motivating. Yeah? It holds you down. It makes you it makes you to where you can't step forward. You can't imagine. They can't imagine, you know. They can only hope. The Star again. All right, why the Knight of Swords, please, Spirit? Are they going to talk? Are they? Are they? Well, here's two right here. Five of Pentacles again. Still, Five of Pentacles. Right? Seven of Wands. Well, I mean, oi, dropping stuff. Sorry. Let's see what's on the bottom. The Magician. The Magician. How do I say this? They just can't imagine a victory because they've never had one, right? I'm going to look up this Five of Swords again. But possibly they're trying to manifest one with the Magician. To the book. Book. All right. It's Five of Swords. Turned right to it. Thank you, Spirit. Grow through conflict. Yeah, that's what's happening. Your person is growing. But in order to do that, in order to level up and be in a space where they can be what you need them to be, they have to go through all this conflict. And this is mental conflict, right? One of the more challenging cards of the minors. Conflict, fear, and a strong feeling of defeat. Maybe they think they've already lost you. Uncertainty, discord, and anxiety, scattering thoughts. Yeah, because, I mean, in their brain, you could be the Two of Cups, or you could just be more pain. And sometimes, if they really, really believe that you are the Two of Cups, then the pain will be worse than any other pain. If you've ever heard people say, or them say, I don't have a person, right? It's just me. I just don't have a person. Well, then, you know, most of the times I would say, methinks thou dost protest too much. They say that to make themselves feel better. I think everyone has a person. Everyone does. Somewhere out there. That would be An American Tale, Fievel. Somewhere out there beneath the pale moonlight, someone's thinking of me and loving me tonight. See, I don't know, what is up with the Disney today? I don't know. I have Disney on the brain, which I usually do not. No one said this was easy, fam, right? If they have an avoidant attachment style, if they are a runner, they have been really, really hurt and traumatized. And maybe they don't even realize it. It's just, you know, the way that they have learned to protect themselves. Protect themselves. This is stuff that needs to be healed. Yeah? Let's clarify it. Put the book away. Back on the shelf. Okay. Eight of Cups. Yeah. The Eight of Cups, you know, they need to leave all of the cups they have experienced in the past. No one loves the same way. So even if they have 8 disappointments in the past, all of those cups were all different. Yeah. And they forget that their new cup will be different. That it's not going to be exactly like those 8 cups, right? It could be the Ace of Cups. But this just tells me there's just lots and lots of baggage and pain behind it. You know? Okay. Thank you, Spirit. 4 of Cups. They can't see past their pain. They can't. You know. They can't see the full cup back here on the shelf. It's behind them. It's behind their head. And they haven't turned around in so long, there's even spider webs, you know, going from their head and the chair to that bookcase in the corner, right? They've been stuck for so long. The longer they remain stuck, the harder it is for them to move forward. That's just the way it is with all of us, right? And that's why I think that some of them never actually reach out, never actually return. They live in misery and regret. Poor things. Another, please, Spirit. Yeah, there's the 10 of Swords on the bottom again. Didn't we have that before in the other deck? I think so. They just stuck so full of swords. Poor babies. Disappointed so many times. Thank you, Spirit. 5 of Swords. Again, the 5 of Swords on the 5 of Swords. Yeah? Sorry about the noise, fam. As always. Let's see. So we have 2 5 of Swords connecting to this 3 of Swords. And, you know, that's something they have to overcome. And they might pebble you, right? You might get just a nothing text message out of the blue, like if it's a holiday. Feel free to respond neutrally, right? If you give them warmth, they're going to feel like they've got you whenever they want you, which is not true, right? Because you could move on. You always have that choice. As a matter of fact, who knows how long it'll take them to bust through all this? Years, maybe. What are you going to do in the meantime? Live life. Find other soulmates. Find nice karmic relationships. Yeah? A soulmate or a twin flame, romantic soulmate is not the end-all, be-all of experience. You are not bound to that. This is something that on the other side, you and they said, well, let's try it. Let's see if it happens. Let's see if we can learn enough in order to come together. What can we teach each other? It's possible that you teach them and they teach you by not being together. We don't know. Let's see. Why this 5 of Pentacles, Spirit? Why this 5 of Pentacles, please? 5 of Pentacles, why? Oi, oi, oi. Page of Cups, which is interesting. And the Devil. And Page of Pentacles. Yeah. On the bottom, still the 10 of Swords. Interesting. They have to learn to trust and love again, or at all. Maybe they've, you know, never. And this is the key to stepping through that doorway. The world, they're touching, right? The world is touching these 2 cards and the 5 of Pentacles. And man, it's so difficult to watch the people that we care for shoot themselves in the foot time and time and time again. And then there's the planning again. Still planning. Trying to manifest. Being practical. Maybe they're, you know, at somewhat of a distance and they think they're too far away. Maybe that's an excuse they're making. But see this Nine of Pentacles? She is not chasing, right? She doesn't need to chase. Things come to her. I mean, she's got a freaking tiger, right? Or, yeah, tiger. A black tiger. What's the black tiger mean? Let's look. Book again. Nine of Pentacles, please. Abundance and fulfillment. But the black tiger means the magical black tiger by her side is her guardian and ally, guiding her through life's journeys. The tiger motivates her to awaken her power, passion, commitment, initiating action toward a goal that wants to be manifested into the physical world. The tiger represents the kundalini that lies inside of us, our dark animal force of creativity and desire, wishing to be transformed and manifested into the physical world of form. Cool. Sometimes having a bad memory is good because, you know, I read this book when I first got the deck, right? But I don't remember reading that. So it's like an epiphany all over again. It strikes with more force than if I had read it 15 times and remembered. Yeah. Yeah. This is a guardian personal to her, personal to you, right? This is you doing your thing, doing your spiritual work, manifesting for yourself. Yeah? And getting more gorgeous every day. And sometimes that means you're getting more intimidating every day to a person who's, you know, never thought he could have someone like you, he or she. I've got Adele in my head. Never mind, I'll find someone like you. If that resonates to somebody. Doesn't really resonate to what I was saying, but, you know. Interesting. Okay. Let's clarify again. Queen of Wands on the cut. You're fiery, you're impatient, you're inspired, and you got your own shit to do. Yeah? You're passionate. And that passion comes from spirit. That's what wands are all about. Passion and drive. Movement, inspiration, intuition. So it looks to me like you are listening to your still small voice, your guides and your higher self and your angels and your ancestors and God, goddess, spirit, universe, whatever you want to call it. Queen Elizabeth I said, God is God, the rest is trifles. Doesn't matter what you call him. Or her. Or it. Okay. Because when you give something a name and when you assign it a gender, you assign it polarity. And God is above polarity. Infinite things are above polarity. Okay. Why the Knight of Pentacles, Spirit? Why is the Knight of Pentacles here? The World again. See, that is who you are becoming. The Knight of Pentacles. Your own guides are pushing you through the doorway. Yeah? One could argue that if you have a soul contract with this person, the more you level up, the more they level up. And if you are going through the doorway, then spiritually, you're dragging their ass through with you. Yeah? One could argue. Okay. 5 of Cups on the bottom. See, and in this one, there's 2 cups they're not seeing. Yeah? The universe is like, okay, not looking at this cup. Here's another cup. We'll give you 2 cups. And then there's a clock above it. Divine timing. And that's not to say the cups don't have an expiration date, right? Because you can't stand by and wait for this runner person to, you know, get some bravery. Right? And if they don't, the universe will give you more cups to choose from. Why the Nine of Pentacles again, please? Why? Can I get another? Thank you. Justice. Because you've done the work, right? You've worked through your trauma and your fear. You've worked out of a place of the 8 of Swords. Maybe you hermited or hibernated for a while after your own trauma. But you worked your way out of it. You balanced that. You are under no obligation to balance anyone except yourself. And in theory, if they could work through all of this trauma that they have, you could be their justice. You could be their reward. When they level up, they could be your reward. Right? If they are stuck, paralyzed, can't move, right? No one can get someone out of the 8 of Swords but themselves. You can't do that for them. Another reason why, don't talk, don't spy, don't even pay any attention. Go on with your life. Right? I have had guys come back after running and no contact and call me up and act like nothing happened and ask me out. And I'd be like, sorry, I moved on. You know, sometimes in as little as 3 months. Yeah. Even after parting with me in a righteous and well-deserved rage at them. So, and no doubt that person had trauma. But at the time I chose, you know, to say, well, it's your fault. You know, you did this to me and people don't treat me like that. So fuck off, you know. But he wasn't my person. They weren't my person. So that's okay. They lived, presumably. Never heard from him again, but they lived, I'm sure. Okay. They just had to live without me, and I'm awesome. So, you know, it's the same with you. Okay? 2 of Cups. Why is the 2 of Cups here? Why is the 2 of Cups here, please? 2 of Cups. I really like this layout. I like it. We're kind of free-flowing, free-falling. Tom Petty. Legend. Another, please. Why the 2 of Cups? Thank you. 6 of Pentacles. Again. Because that was on the bottom of the deck when I picked it up. And now we have the Hanged Man on the bottom. Soulmates. The 6 of Pentacles on the 2 of Cups, definitely soulmates. definitely with a soul contract. They're still fighting their own victory, right? If you look at the Seven of Wands, which is defending your Six of Wands victory, but it's touching the Six of Pentacles and the Four of Cups, you know, they're shooting themselves in the foot. They're just trying to keep their head above water. And part of the thing that keeps us attached to runners is how much we feel for them, how much we wish we could help them and comfort them, right? And it goes against everything that we feel is right to let that person go and stumble around in the darkness and misery and you know, pull up their big boy pants and, you know, or big girl pants and, you know, do some work. Yeah. It's hard. It's so hard to watch someone we love suffer for no reason. When you sit there and you think, if the idiot would just talk to me, you know, he would have nothing to be afraid of. But that's their journey, right? It's possible they've gotten a new perspective. The Hanged Man, you know, tries to get a new perspective. Yeah? That's why he hangs himself upside down, so he can see the world in a different way. This hangman has his fingers in the water, feeling the current, getting a handle on his emotions. Yeah? Trying to feel the flow in a different perspective. So I think they're maybe starting to come around. We'll see. Eight of Wands. Looks like it. It looks like they're letting in some inspiration, some communication from our guides, spirit, whatever you want to call it. Another for the Two of Cups, please. Another for the Two of Cups. There it is. The Emperor. Yeah, because this is all happening to make them into an emperor. Make them into a person who deserves you. You legend, you. Right? They're handling their shit. Yeah? So to speak. And that's what leads to the end of the separation. I think they're starting to come around. That's not to say they're going to show up anytime soon. Yeah? Because we don't have a lot of swords. Yeah? We only have the Knight. And then we have, you know, the negative swords mostly. The reason why a lot of swords cards point out negative things is because our mind is a freaking minefield. Yeah? Another for the Three of Swords, please. Thank you. Ace of Wands. Passionate, fast, inspired. Exactly what you want to see in a new beginning. So it seems like, you know, I can never give you a timeline. Not really. But it seems like it's working, right? This is what we want to see from a runner. The Ace of Wands is an epiphany, right? And the Emperor is a man of action. It's not that the Emperor doesn't have doubt, right? 4 of Cups, doubt. 5 of Swords, doubt. It's not that the Emperor doesn't have doubt. It's that they're able to act in spite of doubt. And that takes a spark. That takes Wands energy. Yeah? Oh my. On the bottom is the Tower. Yep. And the Lovers. And the King of Pentacles and the Magician again. Manifesting something in the physical. The Lovers. Or the Choice, as it used to be called. Which has this big pinnacle up here. Because it's in the physical. It's a physical thing. And then that is a Tower. Towers aren't always bad. Towers are just shocking. Something that rocks your world and changes your perspective and knocks down shaky foundations so you can find a solid foundation. You know? Nice. Nice. It's working. It's working. Okay. I'm going to put these aside and get some tea leaves and see if we have more confirmation from the tea leaves. Or whether it's a separate message, it could always be. Generally, I found that they're really good at providing some confirmation. So we'll get some. The scales on the cut, keep your life in balance. And on the bottom is the Moon. Changes in your life. Interesting. All right. Spirit. That's a lot. They really want to talk. Let's go through these before I get any more. Vase, a secret admirer. Where do I put the secret admirer? We'll just lay them out. Usually I put them on corresponding cards, but it's not corresponding. A broken wishbone, wish will not be granted. Tankard. Celebration, fun, and enjoyment, kind of like a 3 of Cups energy. Older woman, dealings or relationship with an older woman. Interesting. Archway, new opportunities, possibilities, and paths opening up. Yeah. Perhaps you're not supposed to wait on their ass. I would say don't wait on their ass. Kite, a vacation. Arrow, you are on the right path regarding some aspect of your life. Nice. Put that on the 9 of Pentacles, the mini Empress. Mice, discord among friends or family. It's possible this person has gotten bad advice, right? Perhaps from their mother. Yeah? Bread, period of prosperity and abundance, also the 9 of Pentacles. Horse, a short journey. A short journey and a vacation, new paths. You're on the right path. Okay? So the problem here is probably not you. I mean, if you keep doing your metaphysical type work on yourself, right? If you stay in this 9 of Pentacles energy, you know, I think, you know, that's your new doorway and your justice, right? Reaching out and claiming what you deserve, manifesting all good things, expecting all good things. Well, let's do a couple more just to see if the other half of this stack wants to ring. A marriage, either romantic or business. Well, that's, you know, the Lovers, right? Which we saw on the bottom of the Wizard's deck. Someone will try to make you do something against your will. Yeah, that goes back to people getting bad advice. Family. And I just had the tree on the bottom. Affairs with your family or their family. And it doesn't have to be, you know, genetic family. It can be close friends, things that you can, people that you consider your family. A lot of times runners don't have a whole lot of people in their inner circle. They might have a lot of friends, but the people they let into their secret thoughts, the people they confide in, are usually a very small number of people. Yeah? Because when you give people information, you give them power. So, but I can't deny here, you know, that we've had Six of Cups, Six of Pentacles, Two of Cups, the Emperor, Three of Swords, Ace of Wands, the World twice. No particular numerology is jumping out at me. But it feels like it's not that far. Short journey. Short journey, perhaps. I am by no means an astrologer, but we have some eclipses coming up. Eclipse shake things up, right? All of mainland USA will be in the penumbra of this lunar eclipse coming up this month. So, you know, the moon is a different energy than the solar eclipse from last year, right? We were in the penumbra for the solar eclipse. It was freaking amazing. The energy was freaking amazing. I expect different energy from the lunar eclipse. Again, not an astrologer. I don't think my memory is good enough to really be an astrologer. Some astrologers give you this information and they're like, so-and-so moved retrograde and is trying with so-and-so and this is amazing. And they get so excited. I'm like, I have no idea what that means. And even when I look it up, I can't remember it. So I'm guessing that's not my path. But this is nice. Let's see. Should we get a dragon or should we get a monster for advice? Let's see. Let's get a dragon for advice. Okay. All right, Spirit, can I get a dragon for the fam? Thank you. The self, gathering your power. Your power. Don't look at what the idiot's doing. He's over there stumbling around in the dark, stubbing his toe. Sometimes that hurts if you're a twin flame. I think that happened to me before. Don't know, but I was sitting at my desk and suddenly my freaking toe started just throbbing, just like I had stubbed it on somebody, right? Or something. Is that a Freudian slip? I don't know. This card makes me think of Kundalini just by where the flame is and that this dragon is a serpent. Yeah. Could have a little bit of Ace of Wands action going on. Judging by where the flames are. I don't know. Interesting. And this is why you don't bother to look, right? Stop looking. You stop looking, stop thinking about them, stop obsessing, and it's easier to stay balanced. You got to take care of yourself. That's always the message. But I do see some, you know, root chakra action, right? in the Ace of Wands in this Star Dragon. We're all adults here. Passion is a thing. It's a way to connect. There are some avoidants or runners who connect through sexual energy, right? Universe wants me to say, don't neglect your own needs, fam. And that's all I'm going to say about that. Your mind is going to go where it wants to go. I'm just kind of pushing it in one direction. So this is why we say, don't reach out. Don't look. Don't even look. Because they're going to be out there doing things that hurt your feelings. Just don't look. Man, and I don't want to be cheesy, but you let something free, set something free, it returns. Yeah? If it's meant to. If it's good for you. Because you have to watch out for you. And a lot of times, these runners, they could be beautiful people, but they're damaged people. And damaged people can hurt you. Yeah? And you don't need that. So while they're over here, you know, in the Five of Pentacles, you are here in prosperity. Yeah? Makes you look ever so tasty. So, do it. Do it. Detachment. It's tough. I know. And maybe you have all of your journey in line, but they don't. Not yet. But I think they're getting there. And we did have the Four of Wands come out and this ring for marriage. So, I mean, some of you, they could master themselves and become this emperor. But you deserve an emperor. You don't deserve someone who's unable to express themselves and how they feel. That just would bring you pain. So don't accept it. Joy Luck Club. Best quality. You deserve best quality. Right? Okay, fam. I really hope this helps. Love you. Bye.